You might be right, King. Good thing we've got extra security on hand here tonight. This crowd is ready for action.
What a counter! I don't think anyone's walking away from this match unscathed.
No doubt about it, King. This was going to be hell on the anatomy for sure.
I think it's pretty obvious which way this one's gonna go, JR.
Well, from my perspective, this is still anybody's match.
I'd like to see things from your perspective, JR, but I'd have to get my head out of my rear end first.
And Lord knows it's been up there for so long that that would be no easy feat. This is a risky move. It could prove to be disastrous.
I don't think I've ever felt more anticipation during a match than I am right now, JR.
I know what you mean, King. It's hard to find words to describe the electricity in the air here tonight.
I don't think these superstars have any intention of taking it easy on each other tonight.
That's not what they signed up for, King. And quite frankly, I think these fans will be disappointed if they didn't go all out.
Well, that's easy for the fans to say. They've never set foot inside that ring.
No, but they spend their hard-earned dollars to watch what goes on inside it. And with a textbook reversal there.
I think I know who's going to win this one, JR.
Oh, really? Enlighten us, King.
Wait a second. Why are you so eager to hear my prediction?
Because I want to know who's going to win. And 9 times out of 10, it's not the superstar you pick.
Yes! That was an incredible move! What strategy?
Strategy my Oklahoma ass. That's cheating, plain and simple.
We could see a finishing move right here. Man, is there even going to be anything left of these superstars by the time they're done?
Not if they have their way, King. Everything they came in here with tonight is going to be left in that ring, mark my words.
I hope these fans appreciate it, JR. These superstars are putting it all on the line for them right here tonight. It looks like these superstars are looking for an opening.
And the first one to find one will take control of this match. Oh, man, I think we're about to see a high-risk move here. That went nowhere.
The intensity of these superstars is unbelievable.
No doubt about that, King. The fans are getting their money's worth here tonight.
These superstars are putting on a great match so far, JR. But if they drop the ball, these fans will let them hear about it.
I don't think that's going to happen, King. These competitors know that their paychecks come straight from the WWE fans. They're not going to let them down.
Yeah, but if they don't keep the fans happy...
If wishes were fishes, the world would be an ocean. But that's not the case now, is it? You're putting a lot on the line when you climb that turnbuckle.
I think I see where this one's going, JR. I don't think we're very far from the end of the match.
I disagree entirely, King. I'd bet my Oklahoma Sooner ass that this one isn't even close to being over.
That's a pretty big bet, JR. Are you sure you're able to cover it?
These top rope moves are always difference makers, for better or worse. If one of these superstars starts to build momentum, it could be the beginning of the end of this match.
That's right, JR. You don't see a lot of matches won with one or two big moves.
You sure don't. You've got to lay the groundwork first.
Oh, boy. You might want to close your eyes, JR. This one could get ugly.
You're damn right it could. It could get bowling shoe ugly. And that's what this business is all about. It's not ballet, you know.
This is the perfect chance for a finisher.
Boy, when you look at these superstars, it really drives home the fact that Raw is the dominant brand of sports entertainment.
Oh, there's no doubt about that, JR. There's not a superstar on the SmackDown roster who could hold a candle to Raw's finest.
I wouldn't go that far, King. There are quite a few SmackDown superstars who I'd love to have on Raw.
Oh, come on, JR. Why would you want to lower the tone of the Raw locker room by bringing in some losers from SmackDown?
King, next time you call The Undertaker, Kurt Angle, and John Cena losers, make sure you...
This could finish the match right here. What do you think of the match so far, JR?
I think these superstars are putting on one hell of an exhibition here tonight, King. I can't wait to see what happens next.
Now remember, kids, whatever you do, don't try this stuff at home.
And there it is! That's the match!
A victory by knockout? That's about as brutal as it gets.
Here's your winner.
You talk about a slobber knocker. That was a human demolition derby right there.
You know, JR, usually when you say things like that, they sound silly. But I can't think of a better way to put it. What a match!
A big New England welcome from Portland, Maine. This is good old JR, Jim Ross here with Jerry the King Lawler.
I've never seen a crowd so fired up, JR. They can't wait to get started, and neither can I.
That makes two of us, King. I don't think Portland's going to know what hit it after tonight.
I hope these superstars can make it through this match without suffering a serious injury.
So do I, King, but this ain't ballet. This is very intense, physical competition.
This match has the potential to be...
If there's the submission, there might not be any way out of it.
There better be, or we're going to see a tap out right here.
He's taken every advantage in this matchup, and it looks like he plans on taking a few more.
If he's not the dirtiest player in the game, JR, he's a shoo-in for second place. These superstars are going to tear each other apart.
That's exactly what the fans paid to see, King, and they're not going to go home disappointed.
What are they going to do next?
I couldn't even begin to guess, King. That's why they say anything can happen here at the WWE.
They're taking it down a notch, JR. This could get interesting.
They're picking their spots, King. You got to know when to hold them and when to fold them.
Now remember, kids, whatever you do, don't try this stuff at home.
Absolutely not. Even these trained professionals wind up pretty badly banged up after a match.
looks like they've slowed the match down a little, and I think that's some good strategy right there.
It certainly is. I'm sure they're well acquainted with the old expression, fools rush in.
Is that why you always seem to be in such a hurry, JR?
I think I've eaten a little too much good Oklahoma barbecue in my day, King, to hurry anywhere. I don't think he's climbing up there for the view.
You talk about ruthless aggression. Look at the way these superstars have been going after each other.
They're not playing with kids.
This could finish the match right here.
He may get the 3 count here. 2. He was a split second away from a 3 count.
Oh boy, these top rope moves can go either way. You think this is going to be a back and forth kind of match? Or do you think this is going to be pretty one-sided, JR?
I couldn't tell you, King. That you can never tell how a match is going to go.
That was a long way to go for a simple, I don't know, JR. I think I see where this one's going, JR. I don't think we're very far from the end of the match.
I disagree entirely, King. I bet my Oklahoma Sooner ass that this one isn't even close to being over.
That's a pretty big bet, JR. Are you sure you're able to cover it? Oh boy, this looks like an all or nothing move. I think the best is yet to come in this match, JR.
I agree with you 100%. Whenever you put abilities of this caliber in a match together, it just gets better and better. And there's the cover. 1, 2.
No trouble kicking out of that one. You know, JR, when I saw this match on paper, I wasn't too sure about it. But it's turned out a lot better than I thought it would.
I'm not at all surprised, King. I knew this was going to be a terrific matchup.
Oh, come on, JR. You're just talking through your hat. And speaking of hats, when are you going to get rid of that silly thing anyway?
Right about the time you stop wearing that crown, I'd say. Look at him feeding off the energy from this capacity crowd. He's unstoppable.
You can't ever count on these fans, JR. They're fickle, and they'll abandon you in a heartbeat. What a move! It's not hard. He's a 3 count away from a pinfall.
1, 2, 3.
I'm not sure. That's it! The match is over! I've pinned a lot of superstars in my day, JR.
Here's your winner.
It's tougher than it looks.
No question about that, King. He had to work for that
hero.
hit.
And tonight, he was the better man. But I wonder what would happen in a rematch.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Raw, live from Memphis, Tennessee. I'm Jim Ross, here with Jerry the King Lawler.
It's always great coming home to Memphis, JR, and I personally guarantee my hometown fans the show of a lifetime.
Oh, there's no doubt about that, King. The Raw superstars are fired up. So let's get this show on the road. If one of these superstars starts to build momentum,
Rope break.
it could be the beginning of the end of this match.
He reversed it. It looks like these superstars are looking for an opening.
And the first one to find one will take control of this match. I've got a feeling that this has all the makings of an instant classic.
That's probably just gas, JR.
Well, I did have some good old Oklahoma barbecue before tonight's show, but I don't think that's it, King.
I think it's pretty obvious which way this one's gonna go, JR.
Well, from my perspective, this is still anybody's match.
I'd like to see things from your perspective, JR, but I'd have to get my head out of my rear end first.
And Lord knows it's been up there for so long that that would be no easy thing.
I'd hate to be that referee, JR. Can you imagine having to tell one of these superstars no?
The submission is locked in. This could be huge.
Oh my gosh, JR! You can't go long without tapping out to this! I tell you, JR, this one has the potential to be a Match of the Year candidate.
No doubt about it, King. As far as I'm concerned, any WWE match has that potential. Everyone on the roster is an accomplished wrestler.
Well, from the looks of things, it's not hard to tell how this one's gonna go.
What are you talking about, King? I think this is still an extremely competitive match that could go either way.
You know, JR, it's obvious that the only exercise you get is stretching the truth or jumping to conclusions.
Well, judging from the shape I'm in, I don't appear to be doing too much of either, King. You're looking pretty fit, though, I must say.
What a finishing move! I get chills every time I see it. Who you want to win this matchup, JR, but it's been pretty obvious since the start of the show who you're pulling for.
I'm trying to remain as objective as I can, King. But is that? No, only two.
All's fair in love and war, JR, and I love it when this guy goes to war.
Whoever said that cheaters never prosper certainly never saw this man in action. This capacity crowd is solidly behind their superstar. Look at this.
Wow, could you be any more biased, JR? How about some fair and balanced commentary? Can you believe we actually get paid to do this job, JR?
It's like a dream come true, King. Except when I have to sit here and listen to you drool over the details.
Come on, JR. You know I'm helpless when it comes to puppies.
Oh, I know, King. And that's why I'm bringing a pitcher of ice water out here with me next time.
I wonder how long these superstars will be able to keep this up.
They'll go as long as they need to, King. And if they can't, they won't be having their arms raised after the match. That's for damn sure. I don't know how much more punishment a human body can withstand.
Or that part of it, anyway.
What an incredible performance by these phenomenal superstars.
Did you expect anything less, JR? I mean, look who's in the ring right now.
No, I didn't, King.
His opponent telegraphed that one. Oh boy, here it comes! This is great, JR. Would you call this one a slobber knocker?
It's too early to tell, King, but it's...
That's it! The match is over!
These superstars beat the hell out of each other
Here's
until
your
one
winner,
of them was no longer able to stand.
The Freak.
There's no better way to prove who's the better superstar, JR.
I have to agree, King. If your opponent's unable to continue the match, it's pretty clear who won.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. On the way to the ring, from parts unknown, the Cat. And the opponent, from parts unknown.
Welcome to Raw, live tonight from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. I'm Jim Ross, here with Jerry the King Lawler.
I love Fort Lauderdale, JR, especially around spring break. Yoo-hoo!
Well, spring break only comes once a year, but Raw brings the excitement with it wherever we go, and tonight is no exception.
You gotta respect the commitment and the dedication of these superstars to their careers.
No question about it, King. Every superstar on the roster has had to make more sacrifices than any other professional athlete I know.
It really is like being married to your career. There's not much room for anything else.
And marriage is a subject which you happen to be something of an authority. Isn't that right, King?
Come on now, JR. A man doesn't know what true happiness is until he's married. And then it's too late. Yes! That was an incredible move! What strategy?
Strategy my Oklahoma ass. That's cheating, plain and simple. This is a risky move. It could prove to be disastrous.
These superstars are at the top of their game, JR. They make it look so easy.
They sure do. You almost forget about the years of training and sacrifice that went into their careers.
We could see a finishing move right here.
Oh man, I think we're about to see a high-risk move here.
You're not going to win a match by insulting your opponent.
No, but having the crowd behind you can certainly get the adrenaline pumping. You're putting a lot on the line when you climb that turnbuckle. And now a pin. This could be it. 2. That's nowhere near a 3 count. Excellent counter. What ring presence.
This is the perfect chance. These superstars are putting everything on the line here in this match.
They sure are, and they're doing it all for the WWE fans. Without them, there'd be no WWE.
These superstars are going to tear each other apart.
That's exactly what the fans paid to see, King, and they're not going to go home disappointed.
I could watch these superstars go at it all night, JR.
So could I, King, but all good things must come to an end. Let's just hope it just doesn't end too soon.
superstars have a legitimate beef with each other, JR.
So do I, King. I'm not so sure their issues with each other are going to be solved with one match.
I hope not. I'd love to see them go at it again and again.
That went nowhere.
Any superstar shows the slightest hint of weakness, they've lost the match.
That's for sure. No matter how beat up you are, you can't ever let your opponent know the extent of your injuries.
And that's easier said than done, JR. The human body can only absorb so much punishment. It looks like these superstars are looking for an opening.
And the first one to find one will take control of this match.
This match has the potential to be an instant classic, but I think these fans are too stupid to realize it.
How can you say that, King? How can you insult the intelligence of these WWE fans?
Well, I heard that we gave them an IQ test, and the results came back negative.
Folks, I've got to apologize for the King here tonight. He must have gotten up on the wrong side of somebody else's bed this morning.
You know, JR, when I saw this match on paper, I wasn't too sure about it, but it's turned out a lot better than I thought it would.
I'm not at all surprised, King. I knew this was going to be a terrific matchup.
Oh, come on, JR. You're just talking through your hat. And speaking of hats, when are you going to get rid of that silly thing anyway?
Right about the time you stop wearing that crown, I'd say.
We could see a finishing move right here.
Oh, boy, the adrenaline is pumping. I think this could be the beginning of the end.
No, it can't end like this. Come on, do something quick.
It looks like they've decided to slow the match down a bit here.
And this could be a big mistake, JR. You don't ever want to give an opponent time to recover.
No, but you're not going to do yourself much good in a match if you let yourself get bone tired either. Oh, man, I think we're about to see a high-risk move here.
This is a mistake, JR. Everyone knows that overconfidence costs superstars matches.
That might be true, King, but all I see is a very confident superstar who's got everything going his way.
1, 2.
There's the kick out. I thought that was it for sure.
Oh my gosh, this could be the finisher. Show off all you want, but it's not going to win you the match.
No, but getting the crowd behind you can certainly give you the edge. And it's been reversed.
Can you believe we're actually watching these superstars go at it, JR?
It's great to see, King. I've been looking forward to this match for a long time, and I'm glad to see that it's not a disappointment. Look at this! Look at this! You talk about a house of fire, you're seeing it right here!
Yeah? Well, somebody better put out that fire, or this one's not going to end well.
This match is going to continue until someone's completely debilitated. And considering the resiliency of these superstars, that's not going to be easy.
That's for sure. No one in this match is going down without a fight.
And I wouldn't expect any less from them, King. Like them or not, you've got to respect the tenacity.
Rope
I don't
break.
care how tough you are, JR. No one can take this kind of pain for long.
You're absolutely right, King. We've seen many superstars tap out to this very hole.
2.
That was like 2 7/8, JR.
Excellent counter. What ring presence.
I don't think anyone one's walking away from this match unscathed.
No doubt about it, King. This one's going to be hell on the anatomy for sure.
I've got to say, JR, I'm really impressed by what we've seen here tonight.
How could you not be, King? These are some of the finest athletes in all of sports entertainment.
I know that, JR. I'm just saying that this has been a great match so far.
It has indeed, King, and I think it's only going to get better from here on out.
What a counter! See, JR, this is exactly why Raw is the #1 brand in all of sports entertainment.
You're absolutely right, King. We've got the best superstars, the best band,
and the best announced team. Don't forget that.
I was going to say that until you interrupted me. Now I'm just hoping I haven't lost Taz's phone number.
Yes, that was an incredible move. What strategy?
Strategy my Oklahoma ass. That's cheating, plain and simple.
There's the reversal. Oh no, this is terrible. You can't let your opponent build this kind of momentum.
Well, all I can say is someone's been eating their vitamins and saying their prayers.
I tell you, JR, this one has the potential to be a Match of the Year candidate.
No doubt about it, King. As far as I'm concerned, any WWE match has that potential. Everyone on the roster is an accomplished wrestler.
Oh boy, these top rope moves can go either way.
And there's a little something for the crowd. The best superstars never ignore their fans.
The best superstars also finish off their opponents instead of giving them time to recover. This is the perfect chance for a finisher.
What a reversal. I tell you, King, I've got no earthly idea how these superstars can maintain this intensity week after week after week.
It's not easy, JR. There's no off-season. It's not like you've got 6 months to recover after WrestleMania.
That's for damn sure. And that's why I don't think there can be any doubt in anyone's mind that the superstars of the WWE are the greatest athletes in the world.
There's the pin!
1, 2.
A count of 2, and the referee's hand was coming down for the 3.
I think the best is yet to come in this match, JR.
I agree with you 100%. Whenever you put abilities of this caliber in a match together, it just gets better and better. I'm not so sure.
Rope break.
Oh boy, this is not going to be an easy hole to escape from.
It sure isn't, JR. I've been on the wrong end of that one many times. Man, is there even going to be anything left of these superstars by the time they're done?
Not if they have their way, King. Everything they came in here with tonight is going to be left in that ring, mark my words.
I hope these fans appreciate it, JR. These superstars are...
This could be a pinfall.
1, 2.
Oh, man, that was almost 3, JR. You got to respect the commitment and the dedication of these superstars to their careers.
No question about it, King. Every superstar on the roster has had to... We could be looking at a pinfall here, folks.
2, 3.
Sounds like this crowd... Well...
The following triple threat match is scheduled for one fall. On the way to the ring, from France, Emily. And the opponent, from Scottsdale, Arizona, Emily. And the opponent, from England, Sexy Girl.
Ross here, and on behalf of me and Jerry the King Lawler, we welcome you to Raw Action live from Chicago.
The Raw superstars are gonna blow the Windy City away tonight. I can't wait.
Neither can I, King, and I know these fans can't either, so let's get started. These top rope moves are always difference makers, for better or worse.
Oh no, this is terrible. You can't let your opponent build this kind of momentum.
Well, all I can say is someone's been eating their vitamins and saying their prayers.
Boy, these superstars have impressed the heck out of me here tonight.
Same here, King. We expected a solid match. We're seeing a great one unfold.
Did you ever think you'd be watching these superstars compete against each other here tonight, JR?
I had a feeling their paths were going to cross sooner or later, and I'm glad I'm here to see it.
Me?
There's no way that was going to be a 3 count.